What's up guys, MrGimms back again, and today I want to talk about Dead by Daylight's 5-year anniversary stream, what's to come, what we learned from it, the Resident Evil chapter, vaguely, because I've already done a video covering the perks and powers of Nemesis and Jill and Leon. There's not much else really to be said. I'm still testing, I'm still going over it more and more and more, but I'll go over that at the end of the video. But first, I want to talk about the things that we found out from the stream and the things that were just kind of left out, forgotten, don't know, weird. Anyway, the first thing I want to mention is obviously the devs talking in the stream. Felt extremely disconnected, not gonna lie. Here we go, negative MrGimms. It just felt really disconnected. It didn't feel personal at all. I know they had a lot to go through, I get that. Pre-recorded content, I get it, but I wasn't attached to anything that they were saying, and it just seemed to drag on quite a lot. It was the normal back patting and handshaking and we're friends with everybody stuff, and I get that, you know, love everyone, love everything, blah blah blah. No, I'm joking. Honestly, they do have a right to be quite proud of themselves. They have done 5 years on a game that has done really well. It's extremely successful, and you know, for the most part, I can ignore it and just get along with it and find out the new stuff, and it's cool, but there was a lot of cringe, definitely. Can we all agree to that?
In the meantime, since I have an opportunity here, I would like to address something. At PAX a couple of years ago, I think it was in 2017, a journalist asked me about the state of the game, and they asked me about the team. And I answered them. Well, we were having some technical difficulties at the time. It was a bit of a rough patch, I won't lie. But I answered them saying that I thought we had done a pretty good job so far.
Oh my god.
And for some reason, these words stuck. People started using them willy-nilly. They started attaching these words to many, many things. And you know what? I'm okay with it.
Oh my god.
I love this team, and I love the work, the skill, the passion that has gone into it. I love this game. And if someone was to ask me again the same question, I do believe I would tell them again.
No.
I think we've done a pretty good job so far.
You're such a dickhead, Matthew. Oh my god, the cringe, the back patting. Ah! No.
I think we've done a pretty good job so far.
But anyway, guys, let's get to it. The first thing that I want to mention that's a big point that's coming in is the report system. Straight off the bat, this is how it works. It's very vague, so I'm just going to go through it the best way I think I can. They explained it with if you get multiple reports, there's a chance that you can be instantly banned from the game forever on that account. That's what I took from it. That's just me. Obviously, they said that this is going to be a manual process. Obviously, you know, a moderator is going to look into it, look into the reports. I don't trust the due diligence of behavior, unfortunately. I've played a game over 4K hours, Dota 2. I think a lot of people know what that game is. And the report system there is basically flawless. You will be banned for the right reason. You can almost guarantee it.
Sadly, with any live game, some toxicity. What we're actually working on for this is the auto ban feature. So at the end of every match, in the tally screen, you know there's this option where you can report a player for some negative
Doesn't
behavior,
work, guys. Go watch Turjay's newest video.
And right now, this is our customer support team that is looking over it, you know, manually. What we're doing with this change is this is going into an automated system. If players receive a certain amount of negative reports, you know, we are going to take action.
You guys
I'm going to let you know that your report is actually having an effect on this, and we're going to thank you for it. All of this is really great for our players, but I know 5 years on,
this is an
some
incorrect
things in Dead
system.
by Daylight, like the news are still in English. That's going to change.
Nice. That's a big improvement.
You can get banned for any reason here. Camping, tunneling, what else is there going to be? Like, I just think if you could do a stockpile of bans, maybe 3 or 4, am I going to get banned from my entire account? I understand there's some terrible, terrible people out there. Turjay did a video on that recently. I suggest you check it out. It's disgusting. He covers a very disgusting issue that's you know, present in the DBD community. I agree that some people should just get the F out sort of thing, but at the end of the day, I don't want to have my account banned when I'm a content creator for Dead by Daylight because I, you know, may have hung around a hook too long. It's just, I hope this system doesn't come in. It's not going to be good for the game at all. Mori and key changes. Well, I'll be more specific here. Mori changes more so. So Moris and the Offering are going to be removed out of the game now. That's something we learned. And the devs actually use the word toxic. It's toxic to use Moris. It's a toxic ability. They don't use that word very often. In fact, you could probably say maybe once or twice they've ever said it about something. But they use the word toxic with Moris. Wow.
We've been listening to the fans and seeing the effects that they can have in the game. And despite the recent changes to Mori Offerings, we feel that there's a less toxic way that we can approach this element of the game. And that's something that we're going to be working on in the future. Currently, a killer can play an offering that grants them the ability to eliminate a survivor from a trial by their own hand.
Vibin, thanks for the sub.
Before the recent changes to the Mori Offerings, this allowed the killer to end the game prematurely
If you had two
for
hooks
any unfortunate
first.
survivors that ended up on the receiving end. We're discussing a new approach now to triggering Moris that is no longer based on playing an offering, but rather integrated into the core gameplay of the trial. This new feature would mean that, in effect, killers have to earn their Moris rather than be granted the opportunity by simply playing an offering.
But it doesn't do anything right
We're
now.
looking to
You
move away
fucked
from the
it.
perception of Moris being a toxic part of the game towards something that's seen as more of a natural progression of the trial. We're hoping to deliver an
We have to
interesting new
earn
game
them.
mechanic that
And we
not only
lose blood
provides
points for
new
it.
objectives and new strategic decisions, but also gives
Such
the
a
survivors
survivor,
the
man, dude.
opportunity to choose whether or not they engage with the system, or ultimately deal with the consequences of that choice.
Yeah, it's toxic to bring a Mori in, but apparently it's okay to have a Survivor Friends Sweat Squad, best add-ons, best perks, all the trimmings, with 4 keys coming in. And then I get called the toxic guy because I brought Franklin's demise. Basically, long and short of it, Mori's the offering is going to be taken out of the game coming up in the next few months, and there's going to be sort of a earned ability for Moris in the game as a killer. Forgive me, but I might be wrong. Didn't we already have to earn them with the 2 hooks and then we Mori them? So it's just a quicker hook. Sometimes it's not, because Mori animations can be really long. I'm really confused with this one. Don't understand how it's going to be implemented. Obviously, they're going to have to shrink it down because the ability to Mori might be most games now. But at the end of the day, Moris currently do need to be changed. I do agree with that. You get less blood points. It's just the 3rd hook now. What's the point of it? I agree. The only thing you get out of Moris right now, in my opinion, is the animation. With this, they said they're going to be making tweaks on keys as well. I don't believe them because they said key changes are coming 6 months ago and it still hasn't happened. I did say about 8 months, actually. If you go back to that when it initially happened, I said maybe 8 months for the key changes. I don't like any of this. And then we move to the Boon Totems, which is going to bring in a new perk system apparently. This was an extremely vague part of the stream. I don't really know where any of this ties in. It seems like they're going all in for the totems as well, which is weird. I guess that's why Small Game got a massive buff, and now we got that new Survivor perk that's going to be added to the repertoire of totem tickling. You're welcome, Ginger. Yeah, I don't know, man. To me, Hex totem perks for Killer are dead. It kind of really died in the ass with the Undying nerf, which gave, Hexes a chance, a fighting chance. I agree it needed a nerf. It just didn't need to be, nerfed to the ground when no one uses it anymore. But now with Small Game, a couple of more totem tickling perks. I don't know, man. I disagree with this system as well. I'll have to wait and see. It just seems like something that they're considering and not something that has any work involved in it. But now I want to move to the things that they said we would be getting news on. Specifically, the roadmap. Roadmap. Holy shit, that was a big highlight point at the whatever they said about the run of the show. It was roadmap. The biggest excitement part for me was the roadmap. Resident Evil chapter, yeah, great. Can take it, can leave it, can wait a while, don't care. The roadmap is what I was interested in. Guess what, guys? We got no roadmap. We got a bunch of dudes telling us what they're working on or what they're going to be working on, and then no roadmap. Yeah, so I don't trust people talking about something anymore within this company. It's just not the way I roll anymore. I've trusted you before, many years ago, and yeah, it just didn't happen. Whatever you said just didn't happen. It's happened multiple times. We understand that you guys are like that. We need you to start... You need to be held accountable, and that's what's great about licenses, but also with the fans. So we want to see a visual roadmap on the screen. That's what most people expect when you say a roadmap, something where we can see the dates of things and goals you're going to hit so that we can be like, right, oh, fuck yeah, you know, February 23rd or whatever the hell, we're going to get such and such or such and such, you know what I mean? It's healthy. We understand you're not going to make every target. You're going to be late on some things, but at least we got a generalized idea. We didn't get any of this. Apparently, if we follow them on social media, we'll be getting some sort of news about this. Weird. And then we moved on to the devs' work schedule, and these guys covered this for about 5 minutes of the stream. This is what they're going to be doing from now on, guys. So they're going to release a chapter, and then in the mid-chapter update, they're going to fix and correct any problems, any bugs, or anything from that chapter and the chapter before. So they're going to, you know, work on helping the killer and survivor, the perks, all that. It's all going to be readjusted so that it makes sense within the game. That's going to be their work schedule moving forward. Recognize that schedule at all? You probably do, because that's their schedule right now. What was this? What actually was this? They literally said their new schedule is we're going to work on things after the fact. What game company does this? And what game company says it's new? You guys have been doing this for the whole last year, maybe a little bit longer than that. Also, what was with that dev message, new ways to escape? I'm still waiting, where is it? They made on that there's going to be new sort of ways to escape or maybe new mechanics within the game. I don't know what the hell they're talking about. Were they talking about the zombies? It's new ways to escape though. Weird. We didn't get any of this. I don't know where it is. I don't know where the hell... I don't know where they came up with that. It's odd how it just didn't make the cut. Maybe something went wrong. I don't know. I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt here. This one was odd as well. It's not there. I want to quickly touch on cross progression as well. I know it wasn't brought up in the run of the show. I've just added this on later on in recording. It's something that needs to happen. We need to know where you are on it. You haven't mentioned anything about it since. You've just sort of brushed it off saying that, oh, we didn't say it was coming soon sort of thing. I've watched the mods in the forums and you guys don't give us an honest answer about anything, but this is what a roadmap would really work well with, so we would know where you're on about the cross progression. I understand you've got to get licensee permissions and things like that. You've got to broker a deal. I understand all that. Can we find out what's going on with cross progression, guys? It was announced like a year and a half ago. Let's get to it. I want to touch on the Raccoon City map too, because that's probably the biggest part of controversy from my stream. Just in regards to, wow, talk about everything bad in one place. Obviously, let's talk about the aesthetics first. Great. It looks great. A lot of people are saying it's pretty much Resident Evil 2 and 3. Whichever game, I don't know. I haven't got to them yet. It's pretty much a replica. That's great in Resident Evil. It's not necessarily great in Dead by Daylight. Now, I understand that maybe Capcom wanted this specifically, or maybe they wanted it to be pretty much exact. I'm not sure. But I'm telling you now, indoor map, very narrow hallways. This is going to be rough. Large, by the way. Really, really large map. I don't know how big. I'm yet to still playtest on it quite a bit, but really big. If you look at one gen at one side of the map to the other, that's got to be bigger than... It seems bigger than Mother's Dwelling. I mean, you've got to also take into account all the walls and everything and obstacles in between those things. At least with Mother's Dwelling, you can generally run in a straight line and get somewhere pretty easily. Not this map. It looks great. It doesn't mean that it fits in the game. You know what I mean? I don't get this one. It's going to destroy certain killers, in my opinion. I want to quickly touch on Nemesis, Jill, and Leon like I said I would. Nemesis, for the most part, I actually quite like him. Repeated mechanics might be a thing that people are going to say a lot of. He's got his whip. He's got his charge up ability. I love how you have to build his power up. I think that's really cool. I love it how you can infect people, get stronger. But man, I think my favorite part of this whole entire Nemesis killer is the zombies. I really love zombies. I'm a little bit old school. I don't know much about Resident Evil zombies, but man, it's pretty cool. I do agree, there's a lot of complaints online, and especially in my comments section from my stream saying like, oh, it sucks because I did really well on a loop for like 3 minutes, and then a zombie, you know, blocked a pallet and blocked the hallway and I had nowhere to go. Yeah, I could get why you'd feel pretty hard done about that, but I just love that there is some sort of tactics with them. Like, you know, they try to stop people from getting off gens. They try to hit you when you go for a hook save. They get you infected. In the end game, one game, I got someone down and then the zombie finished him off because we both didn't see the zombie in the bush. It was really cool, man. Like, I just like extra stuff like that and extra mechanics. And AI being represented into this game like this is pretty good. I do hear the people saying they're feeling hard done about blocked hallways and stuff like that, though. Yeah, you've got to feel bad. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for me on the Nemesis. I think he's pretty fun. His perks, you guys know how I feel about my about Nemesis perks. I'm getting a lot of hate in the comments for complaining. It's not negative or complaining when I'm just being honest. They just aren't strong perks. I'm speaking from one man's opinion, not everybody's opinion. I won't run these perks. They're not good. Everyone's saying like, oh, you get to reveal the entire Survivor Friends group at the start of a trial for 4 seconds or whatever it is. Yeah, it's cool. I'll run Corrupt Intervention. It's better. Like, I don't know what to say to people like that. A lot of people are saying it's really good that we're getting all these like, you know, sort of new babyish sort of survivor perks and things like that for the new influx of Resident Evil players that are coming in. That's great also. I love that idea. That's great. I'm glad we're catering to the newer players of Dead by Daylight, but also consider that we've been around for 5 years as well and we've done the hard time in this game. So it'd be good to get perks on the even kill of both sides. Do you know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. I'm great that new players are coming in. Please come in, please. My queues will be shorter. As for Jill and Leon, I'm happy. I don't know much about the both of them. I'm not going to lie. I've just finished my Resident Evil 0, as you know. I'm still going to be playing Resident Evil all the way through to Village. I think it's great. I think they look good. I'm pretty happy with them. And I'd expect a bunch of legendary skins for Nemesis and the 2 survivors. So yeah, overall, I think it's pretty cool that we've got 2 survivors. I did actually predict that properly. Overall, guys, I'm pretty happy, and I actually think Dead by Daylight did do a good job on this as a whole. A lot of people are disappointed because it's not an exact replica of Resident Evil. You gotta understand, man, it's gotta be toned down. That's all I'll say. It can't be like rocket launcher Nemesis. Like, it'd make for a pretty short chase. But anyway, guys, let me know what you think about this Resident Evil PTB 5-year chapter thing. Are you happy? Are you not? Let us know in the comments down below. Also, if you did like the video, consider liking, sharing, and subscribing. It really does help me out. We're almost at 6K subs, guys. I can't believe we did it. We got over 300 subs on the stream. Thank you so much for everyone who turned out, supported me, donated, became a member, even just liked and had a conversation. I did the best I could with what I had. I hope you guys enjoyed. But anyway, guys, I will see you tomorrow for more PTB testing, and I hope you guys have an amazing night. I'll see you tomorrow.